Hello everybody, my name is Mike Demaro and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic, I'm going to talk about times a day. Now, times of day can vary. Alright, we're not talking about 2 times a day, 3 times a day. No, we're not talking about that times a day. We're talking about the times, different times of the particular day. Like, for example, you have night, you have day. You have noon. You have evening. You have morning. You have late night. You have midnight. Those are the types of topic we're going to talk about here. Alright. Now, when it comes to me, I want to be up in the morning and live my day and then go to bed at around midnight. I don't want to be up late at night. I used to be up late at night around 3-4 a.m. and then I would sleep in until like 2-3 in the afternoon. Hated it. I hated it. I know it was probably a good time in my life to do that, but at the same time I feel there's no need to do that in my life. There's no need to be up all hours of the night. And for what? Most of the things that go on during the day. They don't go on late at night. You know? Now, if I had to pick a perfect work schedule, it'd be Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or 7 to 5, whatever. It'd be a normal Monday through Friday work schedule. I would not pick nights. Alright. Now, when I worked at Domino's, worked in parking lot, and probably in my new role, or whatever, they would have me working into the night. Domino's, the latest I would go home, or the latest that I did go home, was like around 11:30. You know, because I was feeling upset. And I was crying and I wanted to go home because I was overtired. And I think that haunted me for the rest of my life. Because now, in future jobs that I had, from there, it was like, oh no, flashback to Domino's. And I didn't feel comfortable working that late. And it happened to me in the parking lot. I was complaining a lot because I didn't want to work that late at night. And they don't care. They didn't care. You know? And then I didn't have to worry about it so much at Pizza Planet because most of the time I was out of there by like 9:30. When I did my college program. And that'd be the latest I ever worked. Well, the latest I ever worked over at Pizza Plant was 10 o'clock. But obviously, I wasn't going to work I didn't feel comfortable staying there anymore that late, so I had to change my availability. And I was thankful that I did. But anyways, I didn't feel comfortable with it. And when I started out working at the boats, I didn't feel comfortable that I'd be working that late of day anyways, or night. Now, I did apply for a transfer over at the World of Disney. And I got it. As a merchandise docker. I actually applied for a merchandise docker transfer. No matter where it was. Because I got confidence from a friend of mine and told me that, hey, they'd be working in the morning and then leaving in the afternoon. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to go in early in the morning. And I wanted to leave in the afternoon. And enjoy my evenings. And not work during the evenings. You know? Because if I did work in the evenings, the later I worked, the less comfortable I felt during that time of day because of all the weirdos that are on the road. I, you know, I don't feel comfortable with it because of the fact that you have all these weirdos that are on the road that late at night, you know, and then they have me scheduled to work for my training this coming up week until midnight or 12:30. I don't feel comfortable with that. I have never felt comfortable working that late because of the situation I told you about earlier. You know? And I try to find jobs that I can go home early or go home in the afternoon or around rush hour time. I know traffic is going to be tied up, but still, I'd rather be working in the morning into afternoon than working in the afternoon into the night or working overnight. I don't feel comfortable working overnight because of the fact that you have all the weirdos and it throws everything off. Like I said earlier, most of the things that occur during the day. They don't occur during the night. So that's the other thing. I feel comfortable if I did work during the day. I'd rather work during the day. I'd rather be at home during the night. So that way, I don't have to deal with anybody on the roads, or I don't have to deal with anybody, period. But, you know, they don't care. This world has become a 24/7. It seems like more places now operate 24/7 or operate during late at night. Now, I don't feel comfortable working during late at night. You know what I mean? I just hope that someday that I can work a good shift and feel comfortable. And let me just tell you something. I felt comfortable driving somewhat late at night when I was traveling back and forth from Massachusetts to Florida and back and forth. You know, I felt comfortable doing that. But now, even last year, I don't feel comfortable driving late at night on a long distance. You know? Like my trip up to North Carolina last year, I didn't feel comfortable driving all in one day. Okay? I didn't feel comfortable driving late at night either. You know? I left my house at 9 a.m. Or actually 8 a.m. Well, I did leave my place around 8 a.m. because I had to go pick up a package 30 miles south when I was supposed to go north. I had to go pick up a package because I know that I was not going to be home until 10 days later or 11 days later. So I had to go pick up the package at the FedEx in Lake Wales. Then I left Lake Wales around 9 a.m. And I was surprised that I made it up to North Carolina by 6 o'clock that evening. Now, I know that my family was not going to be coming down until the next day. So I was like, okay, let's go stop someplace for the night and relax. And I did that in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I spent the night in Fayetteville. Then I drove out to the Outer Banks the next day. Now, let me tell you why I don't feel comfortable driving late at night now. Because my eyesight is decreasing. I have a feeling that one of these days it may happen to me that I'm going to lose my eyesight and not be able to drive at night. That's why also when I go to other walk sites, I try to go someplace and spend a night there. Like I would leave the day before, spend the night, and then be up in the morning, help them out with the walk. You know, my eyesight is not going to be perfect. I know that. And I know that my eyesight is weakening on me. And I feel that if I continue driving late at night, then it's going to be a problem because I'm going to feel sleepy. Even in the time of day it is. Even though I need to be focused and stay awake. I don't drink coffee. Okay? So that's out of the question. I don't feel comfortable being out at that time of day. You know? I don't feel comfortable working that time of day. I'd rather get up at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, and go to work for 7 or 8 or whatever. I don't want to be getting up later in the day, going to work, and then coming home to sleep late at night. I don't want to do that. I'd rather relax and then go to sleep. You know, this past week raised the question. Probably everybody was wondering. Everybody on my Facebook page was trying to figure out why I didn't feel comfortable with me getting my new job. You know? And I just don't feel that comfortable. You know? And if I can load my Facebook page real quick, and I'll read you a comment that I said on here, it might work out that way, you know? But people just don't feel comfortable. People just don't care. Huh? And, you know, people say you need to grow up. People say you need to work that late at night. You know? But still, I don't feel comfortable working that late at night. And you know something? If I have something that haunts me and work late at night all the time and it comes back to me, those are the things you're not going to forget. And if it haunts you, you need to be careful. You know? It's something that will probably never go away. You know? But it's life, you know? You have to worry about it, you know? It's hard to live life the way you want it. But you gotta figure it out. Back on topic with times a day. You know, I talk to some people and they feel comfortable. They rather work at night than during the day. For me, it's completely different. I rather work during the day than at night. You know, you're going to run into different Aspies that will tell you different times of day that they rather work or they rather be up. You know, like I already told you the example. And then there might be another Aspie that would rather wake up in the morning and work in the morning and all that. You know? Or there might be another Aspie out there that would rather work the late night graveyard shift. Because that's the way they feel comfortable at. You know, it's just the time of day and what people are used to. I rather work in the morning, get out in the afternoon. That's the type of person I am, and that's the type of person I was, and that's the type of person I'm probably going to be. I don't feel the change coming to me. I'd rather be an early bird than a night owl. You know? It's just the way I was brought up. Because you have mom and dad who get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work for 7 o'clock in the morning. And then they get out. My mom gets out around 3. My dad gets out at 4. And they're home by 4:30 in the afternoon. I wish I had that life. I would love to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go work for like 7 and then get out at 4. I would love to do that. But people just don't care. People think, okay, he's a normal person, he gets to work this shift. You know? It's just hard to figure out the times of day. You know, I wish that I could work early in the morning. I would rather do that. You know? But they just don't care. The only other problem is getting up early in the morning to be at work that early in the morning. That's the other problem too. But that's the way life goes, and and people just don't care about people these days. You know, I'd rather it be that way. Well, I'd rather be at where I work where I feel comfortable. I work the hours I feel comfortable, you know. And I felt that freedom when I was a seasonal at Pizza Planet. Now that I'm going to be part-time at the World of Disney, that comfortableness is away. Has gone away. So, I hope everything works out that I can work where I feel comfortable. In the time of day that I feel comfortable working. Will be okay, you know? But I just want to end that video, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.